You were totally unique in your style. That there wasn't anybody else out there like the Barron Knights, was there?
No, I don't think there was. I mean, we worked with a lot of groups that were starting out like we were, but they were just playing covers from American covers, you know, Elvis stuff or You Come On Like a Dream, Peaches and Cream, all that type of stuff to get people dancing. But we wanted to stop them dancing.
In terms of local gigs, the California Ballroom, that was so important to you and the Barron Knights.
Certainly
why
was.
was it so important to you?
It was the biggest venue in the area. It was and they had 2 stages, so there was 2 bands on, and we used to play it once a month on a Friday, and there was always a packed audience because they came from Luton, they came from Dunstable, they came from Leighton, Buzzard, Aylesbury, everywhere. It was the most amazing. The atmosphere was fantastic, and there was always a gap of about no more than 20 minutes when one band one end finished. The other band had to start, and you could see the whole of the audience move from one end to the other end. People like Chaz and Dave were in the other band. They weren't Chaz and Dave at the time. There was Clapton in the other band at the other end. There was another great band called Russ Sainty in the New Notes.
Yeah.
There was a guitar player in the band called Rhett Stoller. And I idolised him. I used to stand, because we were at one end, they were at the other, but when they came on, I used to stand and watch him play. I wanted to be like that. And so I copied what he did. I actually sat down and played something totally different to him, but I copied sitting down. And I played Peanut Vendor. And do you know what? That got everybody, thousands gathered around just to hear and watch me sit down and play Peanut Vendor. It was just a great venue that everybody, a band from London, whoever they were, however famous they are now, they always worked the Calais in the early 60s.
Other local venues, the Grosvenor over in Aylesbury, again, a really key venue for the band.
It was a fabulous venue, and there was a little story there because a very famous man, his sister took him to see the Barron Knights, end of 1961, to the Grosvenor, and his name was Bill Wyman.
No.
And he went home and bought a bass and decided, because he liked the Barron Knights, he wanted to be a bass player. I think where I shall never forget the history of the Barron Knights is that we were brought up in dance halls, and dance halls were so important to a lot of the bands, and we were so lucky that in this area we were surrounded by dance halls. There was the Grosvenor Aylesbury, which you've talked about. There's the California Ballroom. In Luton, there was the 61 Club. There was the Conservative Club. At Hemel Hempstead, Adeyfield Hall in Hemel Hempstead. God, how did I remember that one? Adeyfield Hall, I remember it.
Yeah.
But that was so important. That was our apprenticeship.